A very good morning to one and all. On behalf of SRC, a hearty welcome to all of you for session on Introduction to Financial Modeling in MS Excel. On behalf of SRC, it's my great pleasure. Let us welcome with warmth in our hearts and with big round of applause, Mr. C.A. Narayan Subramanian on the stage, please. Welcome, sir. Now let's all raise for ICI motto. Now, on behalf of SRC, it's my great privilege to introduce the speaker, CA Mr. Narayan Subramanian. CA Mr. Narayan Subramanian is a chartered accountant and certified information systems auditor, preceded by post-graduation in commerce. Experience of around 30 years in management accounting, management control, financial accounting and reporting in accordance with applicable GAAP, financial planning and analysis, risk identification, minimization and risk mitigation, effectively performed in cross-cultural environments in different industries, including multinational organizations in India and abroad, Kenya and Australia. Guidance for identifying investment areas with the objective of maximization of stakeholders' wealth. Designing and implementing effective management control systems, including design and development of database systems and models such as MS Excel and VBA for Excel-based financial models. Performed management controls and business valuation review, acting as an auditor for regulatory authorities and highest provincial courts of law. Developed a compliance systems review tool in MS Access. Implementation of effective VAT governance systems for business entities in the United Arab Emirates. Authored a 1,000-page book titled Contemporary Financial Accounting and Reporting for Management, a Holistic Perspective, that has been prescribed as a reference book by reputed universities in India at the master's level. The book has been independently peer-reviewed by experts and forwarded by regulations and central bank officials. Speaker in management associations and seminars. Writes articles of professional interest in magazines and journals. Conducted training programs for business forums, faculty and top management of entities, business and not-for-profit entities on IFRS. Financial modeling, business valuation and strategic management. Member of the Information Systems Audit and Control Association. Fellow member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, member of the Madras Management Association India. If you want me to take this profile, it will take another half day. So with this summary of his profile, may I request Mr. C.A. Narayan Subramanian to take over, please. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Don Bosco, for your kind words. Very good morning to all of you. Senior members and my contemporaries. At the outset, let me thank the SIRC, the council as well as the chairman for the opportunity and for immediately accepting this topic when he suggested to them. Okay. So it gives me great pleasure to be in the midst of all of you and to share my experiences and how I have been applying or I have applied or I have found it useful. So I'm going to share it with you. At the outset, let me also clarify that I am not a professional programmer as such. As a user, I have been learning how I have learned and how I have been applying. So it cannot be that much intricate like to talk about in terms of fundamentals very, very deeply. So as a user, I'll be able to certainly share my experience and I have been applying that. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a topic. So let me start with the quiz. How many of you know the expansion for VBA? So how do you expand it? Basic application. Basically, thank you. Yeah, now just kindly go through this perspective. This is not my perspective. It's the perspective of the AICPA that was published in the June Journal of Accounting. Okay, the accounting firms, how it is going to be the next generation. Command of data will take precedence as advanced technologies push CPAs and also include CAs over there, of course, to seek new skills, explore different services and enter into new practice structures. As technology performs more compliance related tasks, I think the authors have been very kind enough, very diplomatic in using the word performs. They have not used the word replaces. So that way we should be thankful to them. So as technology performs more compliance related tasks and CPAs shift their focus to advisory services and value added strategic input, the prospects for profit and growth appear to be as bright as at any point in the profession's history. However, with innovation and technological breakthroughs coming at a furious pace, this may not be a gradual evolution, not an easy one. In fact, they are saying the next 5 years, they are not even going for 10 years. In the next 5 years, there's going to be a drastic transformation in the areas which the chartered accountants or the certified public accountants would have entered into. Because most of the compliance related things will be taken over by the artificial intelligence or things like that. So we need to find out new avenues like wherein we could really add values to the stakeholders or to the society who we have been serving. Like. So with this background, let us start this. Oh, somewhat has cut in. Any clue? Any clue as to what is this? No. This functionality of that is the spreadsheet size of an Excel, okay, of 2016. The number of rows is 1048576. Okay, that many number of rows. 1048576 is the number of rows, and columns are XFD. If you look at the rows, it's 1,048,576. Okay, and the last column is XFD. That is 16,384 columns. So this is the basic feature of Excel of 2016. I think 2013 also consists of the same size. Yeah. So this is going to be the agenda for today's discussion. Okay, meaning and examples, then application, benefits and need, classification of a module, that is financial models, then some certain major concepts, and also requisites of an integrated financial modeling process and financial modeling methodology, and certain key concepts of Excel and certain select functions, so Excel macros and VBA macros, the meaning, and then how do you construct the macros and basically VBA architecture, then some programming in Excel. So what's a model? How many of you have studied the subject SADP? I think you might recall the definition of what is a model, like, in the present day management accounting, advanced management accounting, whether I got the definition for model, I don't know. And we had a definition on what is a model. Sorry, that came to my mind, I'm just borrowing the words from that basic definition. So models are nothing but abstraction of real world objects, okay, events or processes. So that's a model is being defined. So when you talk about financial models, of course, in the discipline relating to finance, we have how you can represent the various financial processes, various financial events, and in terms of abstracts. So it could be like your projected ratios, or it could be like your projected financial statements, or that is balance sheet or P&L or income statement or whatever be it, or even cash flow. So going by this, what about historical financial statements plus and minus 10% or zero-based budgeting? Could you call them as financial models? So can you call, that is when you go for, when you normally in most of the entities, when you prepare budgets, historical plus or minus 10% or whatever be it, okay? Whether those budgets or zero-based budgets, can they be called the financial models? Sorry? Can they be called or not?
Yes, definitely. Because it is, see, even startups, you have to start with a zero budget.
Fine, okay. So as far as zero base is concerned, fine. But what about the historical plus or minus 5% or 10%, whatever maybe the variations like we make up?
Depends on the industry in which you are in.
You can consider them as scenario-based modeling.
Okay. So then it would be a... Thank you. So what's the difference between a financial modeling and integrated financial modeling? This is a term which I've been trying to coin sometimes, and it is finding some acceptance also. So I started, let me continue to use that. So what is the difference between a financial model and an integrated financial model? So this is a definition which I'm trying to give, like, I remember maybe when after I finished my MCom, that was in 1984. Then I before I started doing my articles, I joined a company. I'm very new. Okay, I've come from Nilveli, so you studied in college. Of course, you studied all your academics, you are very strong, and when you're coming into the practice in the company, immediately after joining, asked me to prepare some inventory